Those who fly solo have the strongest wings. Hey there, how's it going, you guys? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what do we got going on tonight with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Still holding on, right? 8,700. Everyone's getting itchy. You feel a little bit of electricity in the air. Altcoin season, possibly. People are talking about that kind of stuff. Personally, I think it might be a trap. I don't know if I'd want to be in altcoins. We have a halving. Did you guys forget about it? Of course not, right? Why would you want to be stuck in some altcoin as we're getting closer and closer to the halving? You never know when the price of Bitcoin is going to go up. But of course, traders are going to trade. Did you see the price of Bitcoin, Satoshi's Vision? Some ridiculous stuff happening over there. But as always, we have our lovely co-host, Sammy, over here on the sideline.
Good evening, everyone.
So how are you tonight, Samantha?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah?
Well, I mean, I have a swollen eye because I got bit by something. Yeah. So I'm not attractive, but I'm good.
Looking a little Quasimodo.
I'm just a little boxer style kind of going on.
So we're looking at the price of Bitcoin, right? It's 8,700 and some change there. Last time we were out here on the air, it wasn't there. We were talking about how it could be going up to 9,000. Slow and steady growth is what we wanted to see, and that's kind of what we got, right? Now, what do we want to see from here, though? Well, I mean, adoption, of course. But besides that, getting over 9, it's a big hurdle there.
It's just like we're clawing our way, you know?
Little by little.
It's like cliffhanger. You don't want to fall off.
I don't know. We were watching Omar a little bit. I think he's still on right now. But
I'm pretty sure he is, yeah. He goes on for a while, usually.
Still out there shilling stuff. Talking about Ethereum 2.0. That's been a long dream.
I really hope. I mean, I would love to see that dream come true into fruition, but for some reason, I want to see a unicorn too. I mean,
you know, I'm worried that eventually one of these days I am going to see Swamp Ape out there. All right. So have we wasted enough time? Do we have anybody in that chat? Is there anyone that wants to hang out with us this night? Are there lurkers in the dark? Please tell Samantha your name. Tell us what you got going on. Tell us what you think about Bitcoin and these cryptocurrency markets.
We have JT Irby. What?
JT Irby, buddy. Nice to see you out here, my friend. I appreciate you coming. Smash the likes, always, you guys. It helps notify everyone that we're out here talking about Bitcoin, spreading awareness, the best way we know how. Answering questions, right?
I haven't seen your bubble in a while, bro. Oh, all right. BTC Moon Guy. He said, made it. What?
BTC Moon Guy.
Paul
nice.
Rouleau. He
Paul
said,
Rouleau.
good evening from the frigid north.
Wow, we got a nice little setup going. Oh, right. Upstate New York area, my old stomping grounds.
Oh, BTC Moon Guy says it was -10 where he is this morning. Oh, no, sir.
We hit 80 today, didn't we?
I think so. It was like 78.
I know. I was in a t-shirt and shorts, and I was
Yeah.
sweating as I was working outside with a garden hose.
I think I'm getting a tan.
No, I seen the temperatures are supposed to be dropping down a little bit, so I think we're gonna hit the 30s again.
Can somebody just make up their mind?
I don't know. I mean, there's a reason that, I took you back up to New York. There's a reason we came back to Florida. There's a reason we continue to live here. I mean, life is so much better when it's warm. That's just like Ivan and the coffee. You know, he's always drinking it black. Why? Life don't have to be that bitter. A little cream and sugar makes it good.
Yeah, no, I do not like cold. I know I do not like cold. Like I am 100% between going and visiting your hometown frequently, often. And I lived in Alaska. So I know, no, snow is not cool. Like, I don't know why. No, -10. Are you kidding me? Oh, people, you die. You just walk outside and die.
You might.
I know I would. It's not really a question. I'd be a Sammy Popsicle. All right, John from Malibu is here. He says,
John from Malibu. Nice. I'm glad that you could make it my friend.
Oh, Zaza's here. Hey, Zaza.
Right.
And John from Malibu says Quasimodo cross. I know. You gotta love it. sometimes you just have to look like crap and still see the public. Hey, whatever.
So, I mean, I have a little bit written down, but you know, it kind of, I'm a little bothered by the fact that, I mean, Omar has so many followers out there, and cryptocurrency needs awareness. We need good people, you know, at the head on these YouTube videos, right? Because this is where a lot of people come to find information, pointing them to leverage trading. You know, I mean, he should know better. I mean, even not even putting in an affiliate link, okay, not making any money, but still, it is difficult trading. And then to point them towards leverage trading, some Satoshi's vision. I mean, that just talking about it is, you know, bad enough because then you give the whole situation power. But to go try to tell people to make money off of it, it's not all about money.
It is not as easy as it sounds. First off, not everybody can do it, even though it seems like it is like a step 1 through 5 and you make money, but no.
I mean, but you hear about scams all the time. I mean, I was just reading an article a little bit before we, you know, had come out here and started setting everything up. And it was talking about how this guy was pretending to be someone else in a Bitcoin business. And between 2014 and 2018, he was taking people's money and saying that he was investing it into crypto coins and trading it for them. And they were, you know, looking at their portfolios online and everything. And he wasn't doing anything. He was just spending it.
Cool.
So,
yeah.
You know, it's stuff like that that gives people a bad name. And when it comes to stuff like this, where you start going back into, you know, that's why people didn't want regulation, but as it's coming into these exchanges, people are starting to feel better because, as we can see, there was so much wash trading and pump and dump schemes and groups and everything else out there that it was easy to get manipulated into a situation where the cards were stacked against you.
Oh, yes. I mean, like, it is just over our lifespans that we have realized that we're not, like, you know, the lucky ones. We're not.
Right.
And because we are also very frugal about everything, it was like, oh, I'm not the lucky one. And I'm not, again, I don't
I found the magic internet link, or I'm going to put in $100 and get 1,000 back in 24 hours. Man, don't tell anyone about this link.
It was just very easy in our situation to be like, ooh, lies, lies, lies. But, I mean, I can see that there's quite a few people out there that it is not that hard to fool. It really isn't. And that's horrible. It's horrible. It does not say a lot.
Reality is different to a lot of people, right? Some people, it is what's physically concrete here in front of them. Some people, they get to fudge it a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess I didn't really have any. It was literally kick out the nest and you better start flapping because you're like 5 stories up. Yeah, I don't know.
So what are you guys thinking tonight? What do you guys got going on with these cryptocurrency markets? Did any of you guys mess around with that Bitcoin Satoshi's vision? Are you guys thinking it's altcoin season? I mean, I seen all the altcoins are pumping up.
Yeah,
I see that that's what a lot of people are talking about in the news. Personally, I'm feeling like this is a trap. Like, why would you want to go take your Bitcoin, get into an alt, and then next thing you know?
Well, we're paranoid and like skeptical. So I don't know. I mean, but yes.
I mean, okay? I know that people like to say that, you know, altcoins are easier to make, more Satoshis, you know, trading back and forth. But at the same time, like, is the gamble worth it? You know, I mean, I don't know. It's just because I guess our perspectives are, we knew Bitcoin at $1,000 and below.
Yeah.
So seeing Bitcoin at 8,700 and thinking about it getting back up to $10,000, it's like, I don't know if those few Satoshis are really worth messing around, you know. But I guess if you don't have any Satoshis, that, you know, greater risk, greater reward.
Bitcoin Hunter is here. He says, hey guys.
Nice. I'm glad that you can make it my friend.
-10 is not that bad. You, sir, are crazy.
I mean, I grew up in it and it's all great, but let me tell you, the difference is that my back door is it's just a gateway. Like I walk in and out it so many times a day that we had to put up one of those things so the flies don't come in and not.
Yes, the little like flappy zipper doobers.
My backyard and where I live are the same place, as you can see by the lights, but there's a lot of stuff all around here and we just come and go easily. And I love that. Where in New York, it was always, close everything up, time to crank on the heaters and do not go outside. Yeah. Well, no, you got to get all prepared. You go out for limited amounts of time, and the next thing you know, you're freezing.
You'll die.
You walk in the house and you're soaking wet. Everything's all wet. You got to get changed again. You have twice as much laundry.
They don't have cold night shelters in Florida. I'm just saying.
They don't have cold night shelters.
I mean, they might literally open one or something in somewhere. I mean, it is not a standard every day. The school is nope.
I know that this is a side note or whatever, but man, we've been driving around Gainesville a lot lately, and there is a lot of homeless people, like all over the place over there.
There is literally a
every intersection
on every intersection.
And it just goes to show more that there's a problem and that people are starting to opt out of the system.
Because I've seen women, I've seen young men, I've seen old men.
I've seen everybody.
Like every single color, age, I mean, every way tattooed, I mean, clean cut, like crazy things. Where it's like, oh my God, are you serious? Like, wow.
The struggle's real. You just got to remember it. All right. So what do these guys got going on in the chat? What are they talking about? I know they got to be rolling over there with this stuff.
BTC guy says degenerate gamblers just buy and hold Bitcoin. Easy peasy.
Well, I mean, it's this ideal of what are you here for? Are you here to get more dollar bills? Because hey, trading works great for that, especially if you think that you're this mastermind and you're going to be able to predict the future and the markets and you're going to get the insider info. I just know as a regular guy that's having trouble getting by, working 9-to-5 jobs, trying to do things on his own, that looking at cryptocurrency markets and trying to predict the future is not easy. No. I'm not going to make the mortgage that way.
Or at least it's not easy for us. You know what I mean? It is not. Not our cup of tea.
But they have statistics that tell you that 90% of the people do not make money trading.
Yeah.
So, I mean, is it really just not us? No, it's everybody. There's only there's 10% of the people out there that can make money at doing this.
I don't know. It is like gambling. Like how you hear about, I have known many people that will go to casinos or casino boats, and they walk out of that place with money, drunk and fat off free food. Every time I've ever, had those experiences, I'm not getting the winning slot machine. I'm not. It is a very small portion of people. I don't know. I would like to say they're not just completely lying, but yes.
Perspective. Are you looking at just a small window, or are you looking at the big window of their life? Because just because you've seen them winning didn't mean that they didn't lose.
Oh yeah, if
a million other times.
You're gonna lose money. You should just hold Bitcoin. If you're looking long term, that is the only
But it's more than all of this, because if you can get past the ideal of, I bought Bitcoin because I'm going to get money, then you start looking at it as I'm participating in trying to make a better future. I'm going to participate in the revolution. I'm not looking to get money. I'm looking to help change what money is, and I want to be part of the new system. I mean, we seen a commercial just a little while ago about smart contacts. Yes. I mean, they're going to have it's going to be.
It wasn't a commercial. It was like an article with a video-ness, but yes, it's going to be like little computer screen on a contact lens.
Yeah. And
in your eyeball.
5G and Wi-Fi.
And like Bluetooth did it. I mean, blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Well, I think we need money that's digital. I mean, it's just become more and more apparent as we move on, and everything is getting integrated electronically.
I know, it's going to be some crazy, crazy stuff. I mean, between the chips that you could get for, credit cards and identification and whatnot, and now we're going to have little, lenses that, blink, blink. I don't know.
I mean, but they were saying, I think it said in the article that they were only, 2 years away from the prototype.
Yeah.
Becoming out,
Yes, like actually out to be able to be. Yes.
So what are we
yes.
looking at till mass production? 5 years. So in 5 years, everyone's gonna be walking around with a contact lens with a screen on it.
Ridiculous.
I mean, I think Bitcoin is just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds a lot more far-fetched to me than Bitcoin, but yes.
It's not even that all money. It's not that we need one currency for one world. It's that we want Bitcoin on a standing equal with all of these other currencies, right? Because the internet is pretty much going to be a country. So as machines and computers and internet and everything is integrated and becomes electronic and starts communicating with each other, we're also going to have them paying each other, right? All of this just clicks. It all makes sense.
Man, but that means there won't even be touching phones.
We won't be touching phones.
No, you're gonna be intensely staring and then blink or whatever.
Like staring and blink. I just sent you some Bitcoin.
Oh man, whatever. Okay, so now I'm sad. No touching.
You get a little fidget spinner, and that'll be how you move it. Like,
you and our child had a good 15-minute loveliness of what was going to make it happen. And our son's response is, "It's a computer in your eye, Mom. Don't you think it can read your thoughts?" Love it. Love it. Dear God. Okay.
Anything going on in the chat?
We have.
I seen that our thumbs down had went away, but they came back. That sucks.
It does. But they were gone for 3 days.
I know. I thought maybe their bot. Nice. I thought maybe they really were a bot, and their bot had finally gotten deleted. But I think they might actually be a person.
A real person.
A real person.
A real
I would
hater.
love it if they actually commented. I think at this point they couldn't. They're too afraid.
I know, because other people, our chat has asked them to, conversate, speak your hatred out loud.
I mean, they got some real dedication. They could be my nemesis because I'm pretty dedicated to Bitcoin here. So if they are just as dedicated to get out here and thumbs down this, we're head to head here.
Power says that my altcoin experience has taught me to stick with Bitcoin. Oh, Bitcoin Hunter says, hold. BTC Moon Guy says, long-term thinking, happening coming soon.
Yeah.
It is.
I mean, why change the plan now? Oh, wait, all of a sudden this could be an altcoin season. Let me just dump my Bitcoin and get some altcoins because I have the potential to make some more Bitcoin. It's just, I hate how everybody is it's like they're playing that Frogger game to get across. They're just hopping all over the place. That
semi always got me. It was
so, I don't know, but the repetitive ideal of always saying hodl, people stop forgetting why.
That's true.
You stop understanding exactly that there is a reason behind all of this. And that's because all of this other stuff is yet to really be proven. There is a lot of gambling and uncertainty in it. The only thing that is time tested, the only thing that is proven and verifiable, the only thing with the liquidity and the hash and the background is Bitcoin.
Zaza says the harder you stare, the faster it gets confirmed. I love you, Zaza.
I have 2 confirmations.
Don't blink. No, don't. Okay. Bitcoin and the boy says hot potato. Right? It is. Okay. So, yes, it's more like hot potato. Altcoin. Bitcoin. Altcoin. Bitcoin. Yeah. No,
I mean, now with this leverage trading, it's just a quicker way to go to zero to me.
I did not particularly enjoy Crypto's episode this evening either. We'll just go with that. I don't know. This is not the time to be confusing people. So I don't know.
Yeah,
We
that I
need
mean, and we've already kind of been through that with, oh, everyone's going to be confused with what's Bitcoin Cash, what's Bitcoin, and then with Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision and Bitcoin Gold and Bitcoin Diamond, everyone's like, okay, well, this is easy now because there's a bunch of other Bitcoins and you know that they're all garbage, right? So I don't know. It's more than that. It's just this ideal of Bitcoin is Bitcoin, right? Everything else is definitely a work in progress. Ethereum is starting to gain some traction finally as being a real altcoin. But the fact that they have always shot for the moon and keep falling short and postponing their ideal of a future plan and changing what their business model is through the years, it just gives Bitcoin maximalists like myself, reason to keep saying, well, what are you guys really doing? What's going on over here? Are you staking? Are you a proof of work? Are you a currency? Are you a smart contract? Are you the future of computers? Are you going to be running ICO platforms? Or are you just trying to make something out of nothing and print your own money and have a bunch of corporations together and eventually at some point it'll turn into something? Because we're business and e-commerce and
I mean, I don't know, because I really do think,
let's throw all the buzzwords we can on here. We got blockchain and portfolios and dividends.
I mean, I would like to say that Ethereum did start out with a good actual concept. I just think,
but so did a million other cryptocurrencies that are dead and gone or below 100 on the list.
It's true.
So it's the ideal that at the perfect time, the perfect coin was there. You could not have had it work any other way than the financial crisis, the need for this, Satoshi himself, and his disappearance.
Bitcoin as a boy says Omar weirds me out, and that the YouTubers are all personality, no real values. I mean, that we have not had anything in a while, but when it was the bull run, there was quite a lot of people asking to review.
I still get some. I got one the other day.
You had like 10 a day every day for months.
I still get some. I put it all into spam.
It's just,
I mean, once again, long-term thinking. I'm not here to make a couple Satoshis trying to sell you guys, my friends, something that I personally don't even use, right? To gamble away and make you guys lose your Bitcoin. No, I'm here for the long term. I'm here for the revolution. I'm here for awareness. I'm here for all of us to be in the program, be together. So, yeah, that's just more of that garbage.
Oh, Bitcoin and the boy says, not you guys. Thanks. I mean, I try not to, I don't know. I'm a pretty easygoing person, and I mean, I like to talk to people, but I mean, I do have opinions, so.
I don't know. There's money, right? Everyone wants money. That's great. That's wonderful. And then there's this ideal that you start to realize that money's not everything. And at the end, you don't get to take any of it with you, and you're never going to look back and be like, oh, man, I wish I had more money. You're going to look back and regret a lot of other things. And I know I don't want to regret anything. So this is the one shot I get here on this earth, and I'm going to make the most of it. And you know what? I'm going to fight. I'm going to fight to make changes. So the best way I see how is to help perpetuate this ideal of Plan B. Let's get everybody on the Bitcoin plan. Let's have a different type of currency instead of this US dollar bill that slaves everybody. Because it's not working for anyone. This is admittable. I mean, we had Bill Gates saying this himself. So if we got me on the bottom and Bill Gates on the top and we're both saying the same thing, then who is this working for? The government? The 1%? I mean, we see that 50% of the United States wealth, 50% of the United States only owns 2 to 3% of the entire nation's wealth. This is absurd. That means 50% of this nation is a slave. Just to have their basic necessities fed in 2020? Come on. I'm not that dumb. So what do I want at the end of this? I don't care how much money I have at the end of all this. I know that I want to help make it better because you know what? I left somebody here. And hopefully he's going to leave some people here too. And I want that place in the future to be better.
Okay. Where am
All
I at?
right.
Ooh.
I could probably spark something up in the chat this time.
Oh, for the love of God. Oh, well, Crypto Logician asks, Eugene used to be a NEM fan?
I did. I
What
have
are
held
your
some NEM.
feelings now?
Man, I haven't looked at it in a long time. I seen that they're rebranding, and I seen I had sold my NEM at $1 or whatever when they had gotten up there, and I had seen them drop down to pennies. And then I hadn't paid attention, and I think I seen something a few days ago, maybe a week, that they were going to rebrand into another name. They've had their minute to try to get out there, and it hasn't happened. So
I know, just like we like Dash.
Yep.
That somehow still has not taken off. Like,
I mean, yeah, they're pushing it. I mean, they got great models and great lots of things, but once again, it's not Bitcoin. It wasn't the perfect coin at the perfect time that is world tested and world accepted. Awareness and adoption are key to all of this. Like I said, we could all trade seashells. We all have traded seashells. We could all trade furs and pelts again, right? We can go back to gold coins. It's what do we agree on? That's why this adoption thing is such a big deal, is we all have to think alike. We all have to agree on what we're trading for value. Because really, I mean, none of it's actually worth anything.
We give it value.
Yeah. I mean, what am I going to do with gold? That's the whole point of all of this. You can't eat it. I can't do anything with it, right? It's that I say it's worth something and you say it's worth something. We agree on it. And I trade you for goods and services. And then you can go get goods and services because you can't hold on to those things. They're not tangible items. So you're trading. It's a place marker. What's my place marker going to be? Who cares what the place marker is? I just want something that's not going to be held over my head and make me waste my entire life.
That you have no control over.
Where I can't focus on what's important. Right? Because that's really what's happening is they're distracting you to make them money so that you can't focus on what's important. Because really what's important is you, your health, and your family, your circle. Who's in your circle? Is it do you have children? Are you close to your brothers and sisters? Is it your parents? Should you be helping your parents? Right?
All right. BTC Moonkai says guerrilla marketing. Well, John from Malibu says, well, we're not going technology in reverse. We're going to go with that. Reverse? There's no R. So, no.
Technology is not going in reverse. No. It's...
Yeah, it is reverse. See, he put, see, I thought it was. I mean, no, there's no way. Like, as soon as the first computer was made, we were screwed in the long run of that one. Okay, so yes, now everything's fair game. I mean,
yeah,
contacts in your eyeballs that show
just like
another
thing is I drive a lot, right? All over Florida. I drive 50, 60 miles, right? Yes. There's a lot of woods. There's a lot of barren land between towns.
Yes.
I mean, why are there so many homeless people? Houses really aren't that expensive. Like you can build a house for like what, $10,000, a little cheap. Like, I mean, FEMA produced mobile homes at a cost of like $3,500 each when they mass produced them.
Yes, in the grand scheme of things, how much would it really? Yeah,
because that doesn't pay anybody. What's it pay what's it pay people to put homeless people in trailers out in the middle of the woods? Right?
I mean, I would love to know what that job description is, and yes, what the hourly or salary rate is. Because sign me up.
I'm just saying, the human psyche has to change a little bit on what we're prioritizing. Because if we keep just focusing on the dollar bill and getting a bigger house and a bigger car, how many cars are going to be on the road? How many people are going to be living behind the Circle K?
How many gigantic houses that almost touch your your neighbor's gigantic house is there going to be?
And how many people are going to be trying to break into your house because they have no money?
Bitcoin and the boy says, and a couple years later, those trailers will be full of toxic mold. Probably. Oh,
Everything does mold here in Florida. I've scraped so much mold off RVs, it's not even funny.
yeah.
So I do have one more little thing here, I guess, if we're going to keep rolling. I got 1/3 of small and medium entrepreneurs are Bitcoin friendly, right? They're willing to take Bitcoin for their goods and services. And if they're a newer company, like they've just opened up in the last 5 years or under, they're twice as likely to accept Bitcoin. So, I mean, this is great, right? As we're looking at 36% of small and medium enterprises are crypto friendly. 59% of these have said that they also have had and used cryptocurrency in their business.
Also good. Yes.
These are signs of adoption, right? Newer businesses are pro crypto for accepting it. Even though we see that the price is volatile, they're willing to take it on, right? Probably as a form of reserves, because people like to call this digital gold. And then we see that 59% of these businesses that are crypto friendly are also somehow integrated into the market, which is awesome because we always talk about how the network needs to be utilized. Okay, you got a face over there. What's up?
No, because I don't know why it wanted me to show or hide. Okay, so Big Winnie the Boy says that the trailers, the FEMA ones that we were talking about, they did have toxic mold and they did get scrapped. But that's the one. It was a show or hide, and it says those FEMA trailers were scrapped because of mold. Don't know why it would have been a show or hide. That was what the face was, not the actual comment. Because I was like, that's not a bad comment. Like what?
I don't know. When I lived over in the Zephyr Hills area, I knew that the lady that had owned one of the skydiving places had bought a whole bunch of them because you could stay and camp there while you skydived, because it's one of the few places in the world where there's no limit on how many times you can jump in a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they would actually stay there because they would jump all day and then sleep for a few hours and get up and jump all the next day or whatever. They came from all around the world, but I used to repair them for a little while.
Yeah, no,
they were junk. They were all falling apart.
Oh, I can't. You would have to. No, I don't know how people enjoy that, but whatever. So this is.
I'd do it. It'd be fun.
That he's Bitcoin friendly. Bitcoin Jake is here now. John from Malibu says, well, his wife is getting friendly because I have Bitcoin. She's learning. Oh, but bump, John. All right. Where are we at? Ooh, Bitcoin and the boy says maybe it was the ones that didn't sell. Okay.
I don't have any more news. That's all I got. So, I mean, of course, if there's anything else you guys would like to talk about, please go ahead, put it in the chat. Let's continue talking about what you want. You guys know that I love talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. It's the whole reason we get out here. We believe that talking about it on a regular basis, being able to ask questions in the chat, that's Samantha's main purpose here. Being able to hit me up on the free help desk. It's listed down below. There's also a Proton if you want to keep things a little secret. We also have a couple social medias that we're posting to try to help you guys keep up to date with when our video comes out. Because YouTube, they like to turn the notifications on and off. I hear that they're banning people again. Let's cross our fingers and hope that doesn't happen to us, because they like to slap us down. I don't know. I think we're I don't like to say we're great, but we're one of those wonderful tools in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I think everyone knows about us, and they've all stopped by the channel at one point or another. You know what I mean? Like, everybody knows who Bitcoin and Coffee is. I've been out here for a long time.
All right. Where was it? It squeaks in and looks... Okay, it's Giles. Where are you, Giles? Okay. Thoughts on the grand solar minimum? Any clue?
I have no idea.
I don't either. Please tell us.
The grand solar minimum.
Pretty sure. Grand solar minimum. Don't know. So no thoughts, Giles. We have no thoughts.
Well, I'm not
but now
even.
we do.
There's no context to this. I don't know what it means. You like to stump me and make me look like a fool out here on air, don't you, Samantha?
It's. I read what I see, bro. I'm sorry.
I know, and there's a nice, wonderful 20-second delay.
I don't have a lot of a filter, sadly. Josh says hi, bye, see you later, see you next time. Hi, bye.
All right, you guys. I really appreciate you guys coming out here and hanging out. Get out there and tell someone else about Bitcoin. The halving's coming up, so I don't know if it'll really hurt to say, hey, it's probably a good time to buy, right? Not that it's financial advice. You got to say all that kind of stuff too, but I don't want to see anybody without some, right? I'd feel bad. I feel like I'm not telling you. You know, if I really did know the website where you could put in $100 and get $1,000 back in 24 hours, I couldn't keep it a secret. That's the problem. And I mean, this is the website. Bitcoin is the website.
Okay.
I knew it'd come back if I wasted enough time.
Bitcoin and the boys says solar minimum is the period of least solar activity in the 11th year solar cycle of the sun. During this time, sunspot and solar flare activity diminishes and often does not occur for days at a time.
Okay. I have heard of these things. I know what you're talking about.
But you have no thoughts on them. No opinions.
I thought you're just stating facts. I know that the sun has a life cycle. I know that it changes. I know that there's a lot of stuff that we don't know exactly about it. I know that those sun flares have been peaking and not peaking over the last several years. Since I was in middle school, I've heard about them, like big ones, like that they were getting bigger. I know that I've heard stuff that if the hole in the ozone is really as thin as it is and these solar flares get to be big enough that we could have EMP pulses radiating through the atmosphere. I don't know if that was a prepper show or not. But
it probably was. I mean, that sounded prepperish. Oh, for the love of God. Okay, client is here now. Zaza says plant the seeds of Bitcoin.
I try to, my man. I get out here as often as I can. I was driving home with Samantha saying, hey, you know what? We got to do a Bitcoin episode tonight. Yesterday, our internet was out. They're doing construction out here on 20, and I think it was related to that because it was out. We went to bed at 10, and it was out, and we got home at 4:30, and it was out then, and I don't know when it went out in the middle of the day. So that really sucked because I also didn't get to check the price of anything or really do anything. And I got to go stand outside and press the buttons on my phone because I don't get any signal in the house. It sucks.
Okay. So Bitcoin and the boys says that was a little Google help. So Giles came back. It is going to get harder to grow crops in most places in the world. Bitcoin and the boys says, get good with your gun because there is nothing you can do. So remember how you were saying, and apparently what you remember, it's gotten worse.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that's been the conversation. And I mean, I hate to think of, what the future is going to be going the bad way, because then it is a situation of overpopulation. The climate starts turning against us, so we're not able to sustain the amount of life that is being created and overpopulating the earth, right? So now we have this overpopulation problem. We can't feed everybody. What starts happening then? Right? That's when you let the corporations take over a little bit because the governments don't really have any power.
We're going to live in Wally World.
I mean, I never wanted to be like some fanatical in a bunker, that's isolated from the world saying, oh, doomsday is coming. But at the same time, there's only certain things I can control. I live out in the middle of nowhere. I own land. I keep dry food, like 500-600 pounds of it.
We recycle, we compost, we do things.
Right. So it's like if all of a sudden things fell apart, I would try my best to still try to survive. I am not 100% solely dependent on the system for my survival, right? I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not going to say I want to do it. I mean, it's going to be a whole lot of eggs, all right? But I'm saying that I'm going to be doing a lot better than the guy that's living in a trailer park in downtown Tampa.
For sure. All right.
All right, you guys. I hope you guys are having a great evening. The world's not going to end. All right. But there's going to be a future with Bitcoin in it. So you should probably hold a little bit, hold each other, have a good evening, and remember to keep that BTC safe. Later, guys.
Bye, guys.